It's our job to get it back to target sustainably, and I'm very happy to have any good news judgments sort of put on hold, and you can see what happens. So that's the first point I'd make. I think it's important to make that point. So the outlook, I think, is interesting. So if you don't mind, if I go back to early February when we did our last sort of quarterly report, we made a very important change in our language then, from saying how restrictive will policy need to be to for how long will we need to be in this position. And that was deliberate. It was very deliberate because we saw that we had there has been quite a change in the UK situation. We are experiencing quite a pronounced period of disinflation. Thank goodness, I would say, as the governor. I think what we're seeing is that these global shocks to inflation, draw the distinction between inflation and price levels there, are unwinding. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's obviously very good news. The role of monetary policy, of course, as we've said for a long time, has been to counteract the likelihood of second-round effects from those shocks becoming embedded. We can no doubt come back to that. Now, where we are today is, and we've had numbers obviously this morning in the UK, is that we're actually pretty much on track for where we thought we would be at the beginning of February. We went slightly under at the start of just after February, and we're a very small amount over today. But look, in the context of some of the sort of forecast errors that we were talking about with Ben Bernanke during the sort of the really volatile period, we're back to sort of 0.1s and 0.2s. So that's sort of feels a bit more sort of things you deal with all the time. So I think we're back in a position where we're seeing this process of disinflation. I expect that next month's number will show quite a strong drop because we have a particularly unique household energy pricing system in the UK. The next change to the level will come in this month's data released in a month's time. We know what that is already because the observation period's finished. So I would expect inflation to come quite a bit down towards target. Where it will be exactly around target, we'll see.